everyone, Darkside Phil here, and welcome to a channel update for November 9th, 2012. Although, and I know I say this a lot, by the time you see this video live on YouTube, it very well may be November 10th because I'm actually uploading gameplay before I upload this video. A pretty important one. There's a lot to talk about, including schedule changes that I wasn't planning on, including some plans for what's coming up over the next few days, and also for next week, because I want to make people aware, because I haven't really had a chance to talk about it. I also want to talk about ongoing YouTube issues that are really starting to piss me off for many different reasons. And it is frustrating for me because, as you know, I'm living off of YouTube, and when a really stupid bug can just confuse the users and make people frustrated that they can't find what they're looking for, it pisses me off too, because number one, I understand your frustration, okay, and number two, I'm putting in the hard work and you're not finding my content because YouTube keeps changing shit. So I'm going to cover a lot of that in this video. I hope that it's informative for you. And I also want to explain some things that have been going on this week as well, okay? So, first of all, this week was a pretty crazy week, being that there was a lot of stuff going on there. Because of Hurricane Sandy last week, there was a lot of stuff that's like left over that I wanted to get to. But unfortunately, it's like I'm trying to cram in as much as I possibly can this week. And some of it, I think, is being successful, and some of it, unfortunately, is kind of getting breezed by, and it's a shame. And what I mean by that is this week, Halo 4 came out. And of course, that's the big game this week. Anyone who's a Halo fan or even plays FPS games is probably playing Halo 4 right now, unless you're just like a Call of Duty hardcore person who's waiting until next week to play that game. But all I was talking about is Halo, Halo, Halo. So on Tuesday, we did a full 4-player co-op playthrough of the campaign of Halo 4. And then all day Wednesday, I played Halo 4 online multiplayer all day. Now, what I'm surprised at, okay, isn't the views on the videos. In fact, the views on the videos, they're not great, but I kind of didn't expect them to be great. And the reason is because if you're a Halo fan, you're probably playing Halo this week, you know? You are playing the game, and therefore you're busy. In addition to that, it is the middle of the hardcore gaming season, and people are busy with school and stuff, and so not everyone's rushing out to watch an entire day of multiplayer when they could just be playing the game themselves. But the thing that really is surprising me about Halo 4 is the negative opinions and the negative backlash about the game. In fact, when the game came out, and of course the mainstream media like IGN, oh, it's a 9.8. Okay, sure it is. Well, let's play for ourselves. And then you sit down and you play the game, you're like, alright, well the campaign, if you play it co-op, is too easy. If you play it solo, it's too hard because of shitty checkpoints and endless amounts of enemies. But, if you play it co-op, it's only a 4-hour campaign. If you play it solo, it's about 6 to 7 hours, but it's way too difficult and frustrating. Spartan Ops is short as fuck. It's only not even 10-minute missions, and they're going to release 5 of them every week for the next several months, but it's like, okay, wow, a new hour of gameplay every week for a month with little mini missions. And then you go to play the online play and you're like, I feel like I'm playing Halo, like I've been playing for the past how many years. Really, the game doesn't do anything different. It doesn't improve much. It doesn't really change much. Most people are saying, well, it kind of plays a lot like Halo 2 now. Okay, guess what? Halo 2's been out for a fucking long time. Like, they really didn't change the game or add anything to the game. It's Halo. So for me, yeah, Halo's good, but is it groundbreaking? Is it amazing? Not really. It's okay. It's kind of a first-person shooter that really brought first-person shooters to the forefront on consoles. At the time, all first-person shooters were on PC, and then Halo was really the first one to go onto a console and break through and become very popular. But it's Halo. It kind of is a watered-down first-person shooter game. Okay? Not to say that there's not skill involved to play it, but it is kind of easy mode. And trust me, I'm not saying that Call of Duty is any different, because Call of Duty has definitely gone that way in the past several years. But it's not anything revolutionary or groundbreaking. It's not an amazing, wow, my pants flew off when I was playing this game and my jaw dropped because I was so amazed. It's Halo. It's like, it's fun, but it's not a 10 out of 10. Like, I don't understand, again, mainstream media being completely irresponsible. Oh, it's the best game ever, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, guess why they did that? Okay? They did it because of this. Because of ad revenue, because they got advanced copies of the game. That's why they do it. They're not being honest. The game isn't a 10 out of 10. So I understand that. And so when I played the game, I was like, I'm not expecting anything that's going to blow me away, but I do expect that at least it'll be kind of fun. And it is kind of fun. So I think it accomplishes what it's looking to do. But the negative backlash from the people, especially on the playthrough, and it's not about our commentary, it's about the game. They're like, this game is boring, this game is repetitive, this game is too short, they didn't improve anything, this game sucks ass, I can't believe so many people like the game. And there's lots of people with that opinion, apparently. And I even kind of asked on my on Twitter, a couple days ago I tweeted, I said, I guess Halo 4 is kind of a bust. It doesn't really look like people are really getting into it that much. And I got so many responses on Twitter and Facebook that were like, yeah, Halo's fucking basically worn out at this point. They release a new game every year. It's never any different. It's the same fucking game. And we're tired of buying it and watching it and doing anything to do with it. To which I was like, wow. Like, I didn't know that was kind of going to be the opinion that was going to come out for that game, especially when you see the bullshit hype and stuff that you see for the game. I thought it was going to be like, whoa, you know, everyone's dying to go play it, but I guess it's not the case anymore, which is kind of nuts. So yeah, just to warn everyone, if you haven't watched the Halo 4 co-op campaign yet, it's short. It's only about 4 hours long. Apparently, the campaign itself was designed for single player, and then they added in a 4-player co-op just because they could, without actually explaining to everyone that the game wasn't really made for it and it's going to be way too easy. Like, if we knew it was going to be that easy and we were going to beat it in 4 hours, we probably would have upped the difficulty, but we didn't know that. The game didn't explain that. So it is what it is. We had a lot of fun, don't get me wrong. I think the commentary's funny. We're joking around, we're dicking around. And you know, some people with their criticism, you're not paying attention to the story, and that's why you don't think the game's so good, because you didn't pay attention to the story. I did pay attention to the story. Here's the story. Master Chief, it's the end of Halo 3. Master Chief is still stranded on that ship forward until dawn. Cortana wakes him up. They escape from the ship. They run into this new alien race called the Forerunners. The Forerunners are out to exterminate the human race because the human race, they feel, has become a threat to the galaxy because of, I guess, they're either overpopulating or using the galaxy's resources or because they're causing a war, for whatever reason. Master Chief runs into the head of the Forerunners, has a confrontation, goes back to the Space Marines or whatever they're called in this game and says, listen, these guys are coming, to which the leader of them says, fuck that, I don't care, we're already involved in another war, I don't care about a new threat. And so Master Chief decides that he and Cortana are going to go and take on the threat by themselves. I'm not going to spoil the rest of the plot, that's just like the general gist of the plot up until the second half. There's some twists and turns and things at the end, surprise things, but that's the plot of the game. It's not groundbreaking, it's not revolutionary, it's kind of cliche and boring actually. So what did we do during the playthrough? We fucking made fun of it because we didn't care. It's not a game that's gripping us. The only thing that I could see that maybe would be gripping is if you're a fan of Halo since day one and you really like the Cortana character, there's a couple things that happen in this game regarding her that you'll probably be really interested in and may even tug on a few heartstrings. But outside of that, it almost seems like here's a generic plot and here's something with Cortana so that we can say that there's something different about this game. It's really the same cliche Halo shit that we've had since day one. So, it is what it is, okay? And then, you know, if you didn't get around to watching the playthrough, I think it's worth a watch just for the fun and the commentary, and we're dicking around. I think some of the funniest moments of the year might come out of it, including us kind of practical joking each other with throwing grenades at each other and pushing each other off ledges. It's pretty funny, so definitely check it out. And then, yesterday, I did a full playthrough of the story mode of Little Big Planet Karting, which again, I was surprised by the reaction of a lot of the people saying, wow, this is a $60 game, it looks like a kid's game that should be a downloadable title. My opinion about the game is it's fun. If you're looking for a Mario Kart style game, and I'm sorry, it does, it plays exactly like Mario Kart, and you know, you want to do it in a customizable environment, this is going to be your kind of game. So if you know if that's what you're looking for, it's going to be that kind of game. I did notice that a lot of people were saying this game doesn't look good and this game is kind of boring. You know, it's what you're looking for. If you're looking for a kart racing game, it's actually pretty good. And a lot of people also said I didn't mention Mod Nation Racers. That's because I never played Mod Nation Racers. But yes, I'm aware that the company that made this game also made Mod Nation Racers, and that's why it's very similar to Mod Nation Racers. But it really plays more similar to Mario Kart in my opinion. So, that playthrough is up as well. Check it out if you get a chance. Today, I did a full day of fan appreciation of Assassin's Creed 3 multiplayer with the fans because they were asking for it. Actually, it was being asked all week, Phil, when are you doing multiplayer? When are you doing multiplayer? So I finally said, okay, let's do it. I did one set where Panda Lee joined me for the whole set, and then I did another set later on because she couldn't join me for that one where I just played solo with the fans. I am annoyed because for whatever reason, Assassin's Creed 3 they fucked up their multiplayer. You can't make a lobby of 8 people anymore. You can only make a lobby of 4 people, and then you join a random game, and you got to try to manually invite people quickly before the room fills up. It's confusing as hell. I don't know why they did that. They just fucked up the matchmaking system of their own multiplayer. It baffles the mind. But there's lots of gameplay of the Assassin's Creed 3 multiplayer up right now if you want to check it out, okay? Now to the schedule changes. Originally, John Rambo was supposed to come visit last Saturday to do WWE 13 footage. Like, it's the new WWE game. We wanted to do a whole bunch of simulation matches and things. He couldn't come because Hurricane Sandy, unfortunately, had damaged his house so badly he had to help his parents out all day. He's chopping down trees and shit, okay? He was going to come this Saturday, but he just texted me a little while ago and he said that he's sick. He's really sick today. He caught it this week, probably being out doing all this stuff, and basically he can't come on Saturday. So it's looking like he may be able to come on Monday as long as he's feeling good enough. And again, I apologize. This isn't things that we're planning on to happen, but shit happens. That's life. So Rambo will try to come on Monday to do WWE 13. Commentary, simulations, will even participate in matches, all that stuff coming on Monday. So what this leaves is a startling gap in the weekend. Like, what will I be playing this weekend? I've already done Assassin's Creed 3 multiplayer. I've already done everything in Halo, pretty much. And so people are wondering, Phil, what are you going to do this weekend? Well, there's a couple things I haven't gotten to, okay? Number one, I never got to play Need for Speed Most Wanted. And a lot of people are mad at me because I made a comment, a Little Big Planet Karting, that the game wasn't getting very good reviews. And, of course, if you look at mainstream reviews, 8.5, 9, whatever the reviews are. I was talking about common opinion. Like, when I was playing other games, people were leaving comments saying, Phil, please don't play Need for Speed because it sucks ass. And if you look at the user reviews on a website like Metacritic, it's like a 5, okay? So the gamers are actually saying the game's not that good, while the mainstream media is saying it is. Gee, I wonder why that would be. But anyway, I want to try the game. I actually do. I bought it. I don't want it to just sit around. I want to give it a go. So I think Saturday for me is going to be Need for Speed Most Wanted. And a lot of people loved my playthrough of the last Need for Speed game because I fucking failed so much. And it actually ended up being some of the funniest moments of the year when I was flipping out at the game, okay? So I'm going to try that out on Saturday. That's all I'm going to be doing on Saturday is Need for Speed Most Wanted. And let's see how that goes. Now, the other omission, the thing that people are asking about, they said, Phil, you haven't done a Hateful Truth in a long time. And now you've basically played the campaign and the multiplayer of Halo. You've played the campaign and the multiplayer of Assassin's Creed. Hell, Medal of Honor Warfighter I did, but that was right when Leanna was coming to visit me, so I definitely didn't have a chance to do a Hateful Truth for that game. So right there, those 3 plus, I've beaten Tokyo Jungle. So there's really 4 games that I've completed that I can actually review. And I was thinking, gee, what should I do? And I'm thinking that Sunday may be a day where I basically take some time to sit down and relax a little bit and just do a whole bunch of Hateful Truths. Because I think this is the hardcore gaming season. This is the season of the year when people want to know what games are good, what games aren't, and they don't want to listen to the mainstream media. Because when Halo 4 gets a 9.8, people say, fuck that, I want to know if the game's any good. So I really think that Sunday may be a day full of hate, or truth, or hateful truth. You know, I'm going to do lots of game reviews that day. And I may try to squeeze in some gameplay of something. Some people have been asking me to play WWE 13 online. I'm going to tell you right now, no, I'm not going to do it, because I've actually been trying it online at night. It's awful. The game becomes almost unplayable because there are certain moves in the game that are so fast you can't reverse them online. If it's just a running grab online, it's like almost impossible to reverse. And the game is critically about reversals. If you can't reverse, you'll just get hit by an endless string of attacks and never be able to do anything. So the game is pretty much a complete joke with online play. It's not to be played seriously. But I do have more stuff I want to do in WWE 13. I do kind of want to check out the universe mode a little bit, which I haven't had a chance to. And like I said, on Monday I'll be doing simulations, I'll be doing all that stuff with John Rambo, but maybe tomorrow, or not tomorrow, maybe Sunday I'll do some WWE universe mode, I'm not sure. Or, the other possibility, maybe I'll do more XCOM, because if you remember, I had stopped the XCOM playthrough at one point, because I didn't have time to continue, but I was getting to the point where I could probably beat the next story mission, which would get me pretty close to getting to the end of the game. So I may continue actually with XCOM on Sunday. Maybe that might be the better idea. Do some XCOM, do some hateful truths, have some variety on Sunday. I'm kind of feeling that a little bit more, actually. So, tomorrow, Need for Speed Most Wanted. Sunday, probably some XCOM and a lot of hateful truth reviews. So this is going to be the time, if you want to know what's been good this season, you want to know what to get, maybe what to ask for Christmas, or what to run out and buy. I'm going to be reviewing a lot of games. This is going to be your chance to learn about them, okay? And then, of course, next week is the huge Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I'm going to be doing the midnight release, more than likely, so I'll probably be playing through the campaign. It actually has its own Black Ops zombie mode. It's like a zombie campaign, even though it really isn't a campaign. It's just several maps, I think, that you can travel between to do puzzles and such. But I'm going to be doing that with Coruchado and with the Air Raid Lord, because we did it with Black Ops 1 a couple of years back, and people really enjoyed that footage. We're going to be giving that a serious go. I'm going to be playing multiplayer, so it's going to be a full week of content of Call of Duty, and I think people will enjoy that. People really seem to enjoy my Call of Duty gameplay. In fact, a lot of people get disappointed that last year I didn't do more Call of Duty, so this is going to be a week kind of almost fully dedicated to it, okay? Well, until the Wii U comes out that Sunday, of course, then the things will change, but alright, the last thing I want to talk about is YouTube and the issues that's going on with it and what's really pissing me off. And it should piss you off too, because it's so frustrating, a lot of the stuff that's going on. So, some of the bugs that I mentioned like 2 weeks ago are still happening on YouTube. They've made no effort whatsoever to fix them. Let me actually check the length of this video. I want to make sure I'm not going, no, I'm only 16 minutes in. YouTube just keeps fucking up, okay? Now, what bugs am I talking about? There is a bug right now where views are not being reflected properly on videos, meaning you may have a video up for a couple hours and sometimes it maxes out at the 300 views, or maybe it's a couple under the 300 views, and then all of a sudden it will just lock. And if it's 300 views, it's supposed to lock, but some of these are now locking at numbers lower than 300 views, which is kind of odd. And then it's taking quite a long time for the videos to update properly, and it seems very sporadic. There are some playthroughs that I did that the video views are really updating right away. There's other playthroughs where they're like locked for a long ass time, and all of a sudden they refresh and they're really good. The numbers are really good. That actually happened with Assassin's Creed 3. At first the numbers updated for like day 1, and then they locked for like 2 days, and all of a sudden they refreshed and the views are really good on that playthrough. To which I was like, what the fuck? Like, it's so weird. It's hard for me to judge performance when I can't see how my videos are doing. And going along with that, YouTube for the past week until yesterday didn't give anyone views on their channel. And what I mean is, I'm not talking about on individual videos. I mean, you know that total on your channel that says how many views you have? That didn't update for a week. So there are websites that you use to track your performance on YouTube, like socialblade.com and stuff like that. And they just said 0 views, 0 views, 0 views, to which you're like, how do I know if people are enjoying the content that I'm putting out? How do I know if I'm doing a good job if I can't get any feedback because YouTube's fucked up? And that's the problem with the website. It's consistently fucked up. So it's been very frustrating for people who are really trying to do well on YouTube this past week, because no one knew what the hell was going on, okay? Now, it did update yesterday, and it loaded a shit ton of views. I got over 1.8 million views in one day, because it really is supposed to be the amount of views for the past week, okay? So now that begs the question today, no views updated again. So is it going to take another week for the views to update? What's going to happen? So that's really frustrating. Another bug that's really frustrating is one that I already talked about a couple of weeks ago, but it's affecting everyone, and I want to confirm to everyone it's still happening. The featured videos bug. It's still happening. It's fucked up. And what I mean is, previously when you had when you set your main channel page to feature the latest video that you've uploaded, every video that you uploaded would get featured on your main channel page for a little while until the next video basically uploaded and went live. What's happening now is, unfortunately, only like 1 out of every 20 videos you upload, I don't want to say 20, maybe 1 out of every 5 or 6 videos that you upload when you're uploading several videos is getting featured. So for example, with Assassin's Creed, let's say I uploaded 25 parts at once in the queue. Part 1 will get featured, Part 7 will get featured, Part 14 will get featured, and then the last part will get featured. And that's it. And because of that, those videos get overinflated views because people check the channel page. All the other videos are getting abnormally lower views because they're not benefiting from being on the main channel page at that time. And the problem with that is when you see a playthrough where it's like, wow, Part 1 is really big views. Why is part 2 such low views? Why is part 3 such low views? People may think, oh, this playthrough sucks, and then leave. And unfortunately, that is the mentality of the YouTube user. When they're watching a series of videos, a lot of the times they watch stuff based off of views. If it has big views, they think, oh, this is really popular, this is worth my time. If they see lower views, they don't think it's worth their time. And it's really weird, especially with a series of videos for me like the Halo multiplayer that I did on Wednesday. You've got some parts on there that have big thousands and thousands of views, and then you've got parts that have like a couple hundred views because it was never featured, and people saw declining views in each video and thought, oh, this must suck, and they stopped watching. And it's fucking frustrating for me. I mean, the Halo multiplayer, let's face it, some matches are going to be great, some matches are going to suck. You can't judge it by a video view count. You have to watch the video. But people do. They say, oh, lower views, I'm not going to watch this one. And that actually might have been the best match out of all of them, but you didn't see it because it had lower views because it never got featured on my channel page. And it's very frustrating. In addition to that, the videos below the featured video are not refreshing properly. Meaning, again, previously it used to be part 1 would show up, then it would be part 1, part 2, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 1, part 2, part 2, part 4, would all show up in, in succession on the page as they went live on YouTube. Not anymore. Now it's like part 1, then all of a sudden 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 show up at the same time, then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 show up at the same time, and people are telling me, Phil, I can't find your videos, and I keep telling them, listen, please, you gotta listen to me. Don't rely on your subscriptions page or your home page. Your home page is actually directly linked to this bug. Because when you see those videos show up there, that's when they show up on your home page or your subscriptions page. It's fucked up, okay? If you're watching a playthrough and you want to follow along, either watch the playlist, which I create live while I'm uploading. I make playlists of the videos so you can follow along, or go to my videos tab on my main channel page, browse videos, and you can watch them in order from there. That's really the only way you're going to see almost live when the videos are going live. I know people are getting frustrated. I am. I'm getting lots of messages from people saying, Phil, I don't understand. I'm not getting updates. I can't watch your videos. I don't know when stuff's out. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. That's how you're going to know. And you got to look at the Browse Videos tab. It's really the only way you're going to see when the stuff is there, because YouTube is fucked up with these stupid bugs, and I really hate it. The last bug I want to talk about, and then we'll wrap up the video, the unsubs bug. It's still happening. It doesn't seem to be as bad as it was about a week ago. While Pandely was actually here visiting me, I was following this unsubs bug, and it seemed that every morning, it was around 11 to 11:30 in the morning, between this window, all of a sudden, I would lose like 300 subs. Now, last time I checked, I'm not uploading at 11:30 in the morning. I'm not tweeting or doing anything at 11:30 in the morning. A lot of the times I'm sleeping or I'm doing stuff here. There's no reason that all of a sudden 300 people would all spontaneously together say, we're going to unsub Phil, and then they all do it at exactly the same time. It's not possible. What it is, it's this YouTube unsubs bug. They claim they're cleaning up inactive accounts. They're not. The formula that they've used, the algorithm, whatever it is wrong. It is unsubbing legitimate people who want to watch my content. In fact, just a few days ago, I got a tweet about it. A poor guy says, Phil, I was waiting for the Halo 4 co-op playthrough. I was waiting all day. I couldn't see it. I was like, what's going on? The videos aren't showing up. Then I checked. I was unsubbed from you, so of course your videos weren't showing up on in my subs page. So I urge everyone on a daily basis, I apologize, but if you're interested in my content, you want to see when my videos are coming out, check my channel page and check to see if you're subbed, because I'm still getting numerous messages from everyone saying they're getting unsubbed against their will. It is complete and utter bullshit, and YouTube probably will never address it because they don't want to admit that they fucked up with that cleanup earlier this year and that the algorithm's wrong and it's fucked up their website. So I apologize for the problems. Please bear with me. I do my best in videos like this to notify you of the problems, so please be aware of them, and hopefully we can get through this hardcore gaming season, which I'm really excited. Now we're getting to the big ones. Now we're getting to Call of Duty, we're getting to the Wii U, we're getting, and all the releases with the Wii U, there's so many games coming out. Hitman, PlayStation All-Stars, I am kind of excited for, although not super, ecstatic for. I believe the next episode of Walking Dead, which is the final episode, is coming out supposedly by the end of this month. I cannot wait for that. And then we've got Far Cry 3 in December. Unfortunately, I was going to get excited about the Skyrim expansion, but then I realized it's for Xbox 360 only because Bethesda is a bunch of fucking sellouts and they give these exclusives to Microsoft, which they shouldn't do. So, unfortunately, I can't get too excited about that. But these next couple of weeks, there's going to be a lot of new stuff that has potential to be Game of the Year, I really feel. So, let's dive right into it. And I leave you with this, the last thing I'm saying in the video. I need people still to vote on, or nominate, not vote yet, but nominate the funniest moments of the year. And I think the past couple of weeks with some of the playthroughs and things that I've been doing may be viable funniest moments of the year. I'm actually going to link a thread on my forums into the description of this video. Feel free to post up your nominations. Probably within another week or two, I'm going to leave it open and I'm going to close it, and we're going to have a week to maybe 2 weeks of voting where fans will be able to vote on what they feel were the funniest moments of this year here on DSP Gaming. So definitely please contribute to that. I need your input. We've got lots of submissions so far, but I want to be sure that nothing's missed so that we get all the good ones in there so that when we start voting, everything is an option, okay? Thanks a lot for staying tuned. Thanks a lot for paying attention. I know it was another giant channel update with a lot of information, but it was a critical one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you for more gameplay this week. Peace out.